Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Bill Fisher. I'm on the faculty at San Jose State University, and I'm the internship supervisor at the school, and I'm here to talk with you about our internship program and how it's a mutual benefit for both the internship sites and our students. Most of the information related to our internship program is easily available and accessible off of the school's main web page. And in fact, if you look at that web page on the left-hand column, there is a link for internships. And so the information that you can follow up with regarding our internships is accessible. And I'll be looking at a couple of those pages in just a second. I want to talk first about the reasons for internships. We're very, I think, aggressive in having our students participate in internships. We usually have over 100 students out in the field every semester, working in various types of libraries, and most of those interactions have been extremely successful. We feel that there are benefits both for the students and the libraries themselves. For the students, of course, it's an opportunity for them to apply the knowledge and skills that they've gotten in their coursework in a professional environment, to see how some of the things that they've learned are actually put into practice. They also have an opportunity to see what happens in different types of information-related environments. Our students can usually take up to 2 internships through their course of studies. And so somebody, if they're not sure if they're interested in academic librarianship or public librarianship, could do an internship in each of those environments. Or from a public library perspective, somebody could do an internship at a main library facility and then do an internship in a branch to see what the differences are in the work and what goes on in those environments. And we've set that up so they have those opportunities. From the site's perspective, the site supervisor and other people at the site do get to help in the educational process, and we have found that most of our sites are very receptive to that and enjoy having that opportunity. And then, of course, we hope that the student actually can get a project started, if not finished, for the site, and the site actually gets a tangible benefit from having one of our students there. Our internships are for variable units of course credit, so the student can do anywhere from 90 to 180 hours of work for the site. And so with a longer period of time, the student may be able to get more accomplished. The major requirements to have an internship student, again, are on the website, and we basically have 3 types of internships. We have site-based internships where the student comes to a physical facility every day, or every day that they're working on their internship. We have virtual internships where the site, in fact, may be in one state and the student is located in another state or even in another country. We have interns actually in a number of sites across the globe. And then we have some hybrid type situations where the student may be at the site for a couple of sessions with people at the site and then go on and do the rest of the work virtually in a sort of telecommuting type situation. And so we have information about all of those types of sites. We also have internships that are focused specifically on archives and records management, which is a separate degree program at San Jose State. And we also have internships in archival or special collections that may be found in a regular type of library. So we try to cover as much as we can in that regard. Most of our internships are available through our database of internship sites. If you want a student, the best thing to do, and the information is on the website with regard to how to post information about your site, and then our students are able to search under a number of different categories to see various types of internships, where they may be located, what type of work is involved, internships that may focus specifically in technical services, internships that may focus specifically in public services and the like. The most recent posted internship opportunities always appear, so those you may be seeing right now. And then we have a number of categories where you can search. So for example, under work to be done, you can determine whether or not you want, if you're just interested in a virtual internship opportunity, the student would look under virtual, or if you wanted to see from a site's perspective what those look like, you can search under virtual and see the description of those sites and how they've described what it is they want our students to be doing for them. So we hope that the database is somewhat useful. We continue to make changes to the database, and if you've used it and feel that there's some things we could do that would make it more useful to you, we'd love to hear from you in that regard. Beyond that, if you have any other questions about internships, again, our guidelines are available on the website, and the guidelines spell out what the student is responsible for, what the school is responsible for, and what the site is responsible for. The two big requirements on the part of the site is that the student's going to be doing predominantly professional level work. We understand that in almost any environment you've got to do certain things that may or may not be considered professional, but it's a part of the day-to-day functioning of that environment, and our students need to understand that. But we mostly want them there to be doing professional level work, and we need them to have professional supervision. Because our students are getting course credit for the internship, we see our site supervisors as surrogate faculty members. And so we don't want to put a student in a position where they're trying to ask questions and get some input on how something functions, and they're dealing with a clerk or somebody of that nature who's not going to be able to give them a broader perspective as they answer that type of question. So I think those are the basics with regard to our internship program. We also have some stories from students who have had very successful internships. Those are available on the website as well. And the best thing to do if you've looked at that information and have questions is to contact me directly, and my contact information is also available. Thank you for your attention.